Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Shawnee and we are Glitzy Stitches Home DIY. Today we're going to be participating in the Minis Tiered Tray Challenge. It's hosted by Corie of Crafted by Corie, and today's theme is Christmas in July. Without further ado, let's get started. For our first DIY today, I have this styrofoam cone. This cone measures, I believe this is a 7-inch cone. And what I've done is I have taken some material strips, the ribbon that I purchased at a garage sale. These came from Frank's Nursery, and this was only $1.99. So that gives you a little hint of just the age of this ribbon. Cut it into 6-inch strips. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start right here. We're going to be building a Christmas tree. I'm going to go ahead and we're just going to hot glue it right to the styrofoam. Just like so. You'll probably want to use your finger protectors and or your silicone spatula for this. I think this just looks so pretty. I'm going to go on the opposite side now, and I'm going to work around my tree like that. Go here. Just like so. Now we're going to take and just fill in the gaps. This makes for a nice filling of the bottom of our tree. We're going to go ahead and we're going to go in between each space. As we get to the top of our tree, what I'm going to do is I cut these down, these next 2 rows down to 5 inches. Final top layer we're going to take down to 4 inches. Absolutely adorable. Is we're going to put a star on. Now this star came from another sign, I do believe, at the Dollar Tree, but what I'm going to do is I'm simply just going to attach it right here with a little bit of hot glue. I think this is gorgeous. It needs nothing else. So we're going to go ahead and put a big old dollop of hot glue right there, guys. I'm going to stick this right down in here like so. And there's going to be our star. This is absolutely adorable. I love this. What a great piece to sit on your tiered tray. You could sit this on a counter as well, but I'm going to definitely use it for my tiered tray. I'll put this back until Christmas time. There we go. I think that is absolutely beautiful. Okay, and on to DIY number 2. For DIY number 2, I have this candle that I purchased at a rummage sale, actually, and it's just one of the electric candles, battery operated. And what we're going to do today is I have these napkins with the little red truck on them, and I believe these came from Dollar Tree. Don't quote me on that, but I do believe I purchased these at Dollar Tree. I'll check and put in the description box below. And what we've done is I've just taken a simple paintbrush. I've put some water on it, and I went around the design on my napkin and simply just pulled it off slowly. And what we're going to do is we're going to Mod Podge this right onto our candle. Now, I have this semi-gloss Mod Podge. You can also use the matte Mod Podge. I just grabbed what I had on hand. I'm going to go ahead and open this up. It's a brand new bottle. Just like so. And you don't need much. I'm going to go ahead, paint it right on here, just like so. And I generally like to paint my Mod Podge on, and I generally do not go over the image again. Just like that. Now we're going to take our image just like this, and it's okay if it doesn't fit perfectly, because we can always take it off. Just like so. Just going to pat it a bit. Any wrinkles you want to work out, you can do so just carefully. You can take a wet sponge to this. You can take a baby wipe to this. Although I wouldn't suggest really a baby wipe in case there's a chemical that may take your image right off. So we're just going to go ahead and go over it like this and just smooth it down. There you go. And I generally just go around the edges, just like that. You want to make sure edges are on there really well, and we can carefully remove any overlap. Or just do that if you want. Just go right over and put it right inside. There we go. Just like that. Okay, now I'm just going to take my sanding sponge very gently and go over the bottom of our piece. Just kind of finalizing that. And that's it for this one, guys. I think this turned out absolutely beautiful. And on to DIY number 3. DIY number 3, I have a chunky wood round 3.5 inch that I purchased at the Dollar Tree. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take some painter's tape and I'm just going to place it at the top and the bottom. Does not have to be perfect, guys, just so you have a nice center. Right, like that. That's perfect. Now we're going to take some antique wax by Waverley, and I'm going to go ahead and we're going to just stain the center, which isn't much, as you can see, of our chunky wood round. Just like so. I'm just going to take this right off the top, actually. And go right like this. Here we go. Now, I'm going to simply take and rub this off. Now, when I rub this, guys, I pull up because I don't want to rub it in a continuous motion one way, and I'm just going to pull right up on that. Now, let's go ahead. This is so satisfying. There we go. All right, just like that. Okay. Now, I have some of the chalkboard paint. This is actually by Plaid Enterprises, and I'm going to shake this up. I purchased this at the Dollar Tree. This works absolutely wonderful. In fact, it is one of my favorite paints that I use. So let me go ahead. A little bit right there. That's plenty. I'm going to grab a brush, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to paint right along side, just like so. The brown, okay, just like this. I'm just going to draw a line. If you go a little bit over, it's okay, guys. Did I just say draw a line? I'm just going to paint a line. Oh my goodness. And I'd like to keep these sides of the chunky round in its wood state. So I'm going to try my hardest not to run over here. Okay, there we go. That's fine. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the same thing on this end. This will be the top of our round. Okay, go ahead and do the same thing. And you want to just keep your brush a little way away, actually, from the actual line. And that's going to help keep a nice straight line right to your intended spot. Just do a little ways because that paint will spread and go right over and make the prettiest straight line. Okay, now just like so. Okay, we're going to let this dry. We're going to be right back. Little letters that I purchased at Wal Mart. I believe I got these. And I'm going to take a J, an O, and a Y, and we're going to place it right in the center of our round on the stained section, right in the center. And we have the word joy. I think this is so cute. Okay, guys, we're going to add some jute twine to the top, and we're going to call this a finished DIY. The jute twine, I've just taken some painter's tape, put it on the end of our jute twine, made a nice point, ran it right through the top, cut this off. You want to make it kind of long in case you want to hang it on your tree. Just like that. I'm going to go ahead and just double knot it. You can do this to your liking, long, short, however you want it, however you like it to look. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut these off, leaving just a little bit on the end. And there we go. And there we have it. DIY number 3 is complete, and on to DIY number 4. I have this fence post that my friend purchased at a rummage sale for me. I have this little place card with the pine trees on it. Now what we're going to do is I'm literally going to take this little place card and I'm going to set it right in the center of this, and we're going to go ahead and we're just going to hot glue this on. This is one of the most simple DIYs ever for a tiered tray. It's quick, it's easy, and it's effective. Go ahead and I'm going to place this right here, right in the center, right on our railing. There we go, just like so. Just like that. Now, I have this little piece of scrap that I had from a piece of cardstock paper. I'm going to go ahead, and this wasn't a book. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut this little snowman right here out. Go ahead with some Aleene's tacky glue, and we're going to place some right on our little snowman, just like so. And I'm going to take a paintbrush and I'm going to spread this out as much as I possibly can, because we do not want those glue bumps, I call them, on our little snow guy here. Right, just like this. All right, now I'm going to place it on our little place card here. Simple, simple, simple. There we go. And I think this is adorable. There we go. That's DIY number 4. And we're going to place it right up here. And we're going to come back for a final reveal. And there we have it, friends. 4 beautiful DIYs for our Christmas in July. I'd like to thank Corie of Crafted by Corie for hosting this awesome challenge. Go check out her channel. I'll have the link in my description box below. Thank you for joining me today. Have a blessed day, everyone. Bye.